안녕하세요, 여러분. 저는 Alex이에요. Hi everyone, I'm Alex. In my last two videos, I talked about both the spring equinox and the cherry blossom festivals that happen in Korea over the course of the spring. Now that it's July, I thought I'd talk to you about some summer words. The first and most important word we're going to talk about today is sambok. Sambok roughly translates to dog days of summer, and if you're familiar with the expression in English at all, you probably figured out that this is the hottest days of the year. Now, if you know anything about Korean counting, Korean numbers that is, you may notice that there's a clue about how many dog days of summer there are right in the word. In case you didn't already know, the first syllable of this word is sam, which is Korean for 3. The first dog day of summer is Chobok. Chobok marks the start of Sambok. This year, 2022, it falls on July 16th. Also, a handy pronunciation tip is, notice how this word uses the Korean characters for O. You want to make sure you hit that O in Chobok as an O sound and not an sound. The second dog day of summer is called Jungbok. Jungbok marks the middle of Sambok, and it comes 10 days after Chobok. I'd also like to take this opportunity to apologize for my handwriting. My Hangul isn't very good yet, and I always have trouble with the iyung. Finally, the last dog day of summer is called Malbok. Malbok, of course, marks the end of Sambok. Also, just like before, it falls 10 days after Jungbok. Also, a final pronunciation tip, if you haven't noticed already, whenever a y comes at the end of a word, you kind of drop the sound a little bit. So it's not malbok, it's malbok. If you spent this video wondering what Koreans do to beat the heat during these dog days of summer, you might be surprised to find out that they actually eat a hot soup. It's very traditional. It's made from chicken and ginseng, and it's called samgyetang. I know the idea of eating hot soup on a hot day is kind of crazy to North Americans, but for Koreans, it's a tasty treat, and it's a healthy way to beat the heat. Because you know how when it's hot, you get all bloated and uncomfortable? Koreans prefer to eat healthy during the hottest days of the year so that they can avoid health complications that could come from overheating. And those are my summer words. I hope you learned a little bit about Korean vocabulary, Korean culture, and Korean pronunciation today. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.